We're looking here at the legendary LG WT1101 top loading washer. One issue with this unit is that it gets really dirty at the bottom of the door when it's open, and you really can't get to it even with the door closed or open. There's just dirt there, and a lot of it accumulates over the years, as you can see here. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to remove this door. And to do that, you're going to need some kind of a pick and a Phillips screwdriver. The pick is so that we can open the access panels. And if you notice on the bottom, on the inside, there's a little opening. You stick your pick underneath there and just pull out. And this is a little embarrassing because it should have came off really quick and it's not doing it. Let me try one more time. There we go. Now notice the orientation of the little panel as it comes off. We set that aside and we see there's a dampening unit and it has 3 screws on it. So we'll come over to the other panel, pull, and sure enough it comes off nice and easy. We pull it off, notice the orientation again. Now these 2 panels are interchangeable as long as you put them in the correct way. And again, dampening unit and 3 Phillips screws that need to be removed. So we take our Phillips screwdriver and take off all 3 screws. Make sure they don't fall into the tub. The way I do that is the final few turns I do with my fingers. And we come over to the other side, remove all 3 screws. Again, being careful not to drop them into the tub. With the screws out, we use the Phillips screwdriver to pry the unit away so that the pin comes out and the whole unit now comes out of the compartment, and we set that aside. Now we can do, you see there's the opening. Now we can do the same thing to the other unit. Just pull towards the center and it should slide out. Your door should stay there. It shouldn't fall over, but you know, I'd keep my hand on it just in case. Now we can just lift up and remove the door. We can see all the dirt and debris and hair that has managed to collect there over the years. And with a damp cloth, no need to use any strong chemical cleaners or anything, just water and a soft cloth, and you should be able to clean this and get it to look almost brand new. Here we go, just after a little bit of wiping, and it looks remarkably clean. Also, as long as we have the door off, make sure you do that bottom lip. Make sure that's nice and clean. Now we're ready to reassemble. So we grab the door, place it in its position, and it'll just sit there. And then we take our dampener and try to push the pin in, but the pin doesn't want to go in. Why? Well, a closer look reveals 2 things. One, the pin will only go in one way. It's a rectangular pin going into a rectangular hole. The other thing is, with the door resting there, the holes don't line up. So you actually have to shift the door up a little bit in order to get the pin to ride into the hole. Let's see if I can show you that. We lift the door up a little bit, we push the unit, and maybe wiggle a little, and there it goes, it rides in. Now we have to check to make sure that the 3 screw holes line up with the door. And so you may have to move the door left or right. And there you go, 1, 2, 3 holes that we see, so we're good there. Now we're gonna install the other unit. Again, we place it, lift the door up a bit, and then wiggle, and it should glide in. And it's in, but you notice the holes, the screw holes don't line up. So in this case, we're going to have to back off a little bit. So here I go again. I'm lining it up, pushing in. See, they don't line up yet. And When you wiggle it back and forth, you'll eventually see the holes line up, the screw holes. There you go, 3 screw holes. So now you're ready to put in your 3 screws. Again, I start them just with my fingers. And once all 3 of those are in, we tighten them firm, but not too tight. And then we put our panel back on. So let's see if we remember how to put this in. It doesn't seem to quite go in this direction, so we turn it around, but it even seems less likely to go in this direction. So the trick is hold the door at about a 45-degree angle, the panel to the door at a 45-degree angle, and then it should go in fairly easy. You shouldn't have to fight this. If you're fighting this, then it's going in the wrong way. Now we're over on the other side, and last screw is in. We get our panel, we orientate it, and we put the door, the little access panel in at about a 45-degree angle, and it snaps in. With both access panels in, we are done. If you found this video helpful, leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up, and as always, thank you for watching.